It's your boy Aaron, aka Don. This is another episode of Inside the Screen, featuring the sexiest man alive, one of the sexiest man, broadcasters, one of the best content creators. He might see your girl if he posts one more clip of him pulling off an ace. I'm just saying, if she's watching, tell her to go home, tell her to go to her mom's house, because without further ado, we have the time AHAD back.
Oh,
Baby. What's up, baby?
Dude, I think last time I said that you gave me the best intro I've ever had.
Really?
I think this one was the best intro I've ever had.
Yeah? Really?
That was great. That was amazing. Dude, okay. Right now, live. I'm going to clip this. I can use that in my documentary.
Okay, yeah.
Live. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it in something.
Bet. Say less, yeah.
In the future.
Yeah.
Because that was amazing. That was perfect.
I mean, say, man. When you come back on, you got to get a better one every time. You're not the same rank every time you play Valorant. I mean, of course, me and you are. Some other people might be, but
exactly.
Rank ups are easy. Somebody did tell you to twerk. I don't know. You be twerking on stream these days.
That's a private show. Only for the homies. If I had to guess who that was, it's probably Eamon, the same guy who had the head shop whole snack.
Let me see. Somebody called host snap. Yeah. So we was talking though before the podcast started, and listen, forgive me because my fucking new rule is I can't talk to the guests when they if I don't start the show, I can't talk to them. Why? Because everybody knows who has a podcast or either a part of a podcast knows the best piece of content is before the podcast starts and after it ends. And so
100%. I agree. I like that rule. I like that.
AHAD was telling me to get studio cams, different cams.
Yeah, because I'll reiterate myself. If you have one cam on this angle, then you have one on this angle, and then you have one super close. So for when you get serious, right? So it's up in your face, and then the lights. You have a stream deck, right? So you can make the lights dim from a button on the stream deck, and you can do the multi-action thing, right? So you click the button, it dims the lights, it zooms in on your face, it does that, and then you start being mad serious with people, right? Yeah. I think you're already on the right track because you move from the desk to the couch, right? Now we need you in the stew. That's the next step.
Yes. Come on, man. Manifest it for me. Listen, I'm trying this. Listen, all this is difficult. I'm learning. I'm this is kind of new. One man, one show type thing. However, how are you though, man? How's life?
That's good, man. I can't
complain. Good in that red shirt. Is that red? Yeah, that's red. That's my favorite color.
I got a red champion crew neck on.
I am esports.
I am esports. I have the only hat. So I am esports.
Yeah. So really, Jake Lucky. Technically, I know you sold the t-shirts, but you don't have the hat. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't.
One of one.
So. Real shit.
But I know you got a job. How's that been?
It's been good, man. It's just really time consuming. You start at 9 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's 9 to 6, so with your one lunch hour. But when mortgage loans, your lunch hour goes to work too. So it's tiring. Usually I come home and I just knock out. Yeah. I just fall asleep, wake up the next morning 5:30. But today, because I think on Fridays, last Friday was my comeback stream number 1. Okay. Today is going to be number 2. So because I plan to stream today, I drink 2 Reigns throughout my day. So that's 600 milligrams. Reigns it's like Bang, but it tastes way better. It has 300 milligrams of caffeine.
So you're fucking cracked.
Yeah, dude. I'm not tired at all. I can tell you that.
Yo, I couldn't handle that.
I think it's just because I'm a pretty big dude. I'm 215 right now, 217. Okay. So caffeine takes a little bit for it to kick in, but it takes a lot more. Along with my caffeine tolerance, it takes a lot more for it to really affect me. Because dude, I could drink a Red Bull 16-ounce can and just knock out.
Well, I just want to say something. I really want to say something because something disturbed me. You tweeted it out, so I'm gonna pull it up. First of all, my computer's acting slower than slow. Hold on.
Something disturbed you.
Something disturbed me. It was by you, AHAD. Most things you tweet don't disturb me.
I'm interested to know what disturbed you because.
Hold on. I'm about to show you. Trust. Word. Wait, did you delete it? Oh no, you didn't delete it. Thank you, G. Watch it.
Imagine if I deleted it. That would have made this even more sketchy.
Yeah.
Wait, am I getting canceled?
You won't, you're not getting canceled. Trust.
Oh, okay. Word.
Anybody who gets on this podcast will never get canceled.
Okay. I like that. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Hey, I like that.
I don't know if you can see this yet. Hold on.
Okay. It's switching.
What?
Oh.
Okay. Please. Yeah. For the love of God. Please explain this to me. I just did something. You have a sparkling drink with another drink that's already sparkly if you drink it alone, and you combined it.
Right. Okay. So let me explain. There's a backstory.
Okay.
So let me explain the process.
Okay.
So when I first, I'm gonna take you back to 2020.
2020.
To start this off. Okay. Backstory. So in 2020, in order for me to not drink too much caffeine and not intake too much sugar, I was cutting my Red Bull with the sparkling ice, this drink right here. So what I would do is I would get like if you watch old clips of me, I have like a tumbler cup, like a big Starbucks cup. If you guys don't know what a tumbler cup is, and I would put like 50-50 can of Red Bull, like whether it's regular Red Bull or cranberry Red Bull, and then I'd mix it with cherry limeade ice, or I would mix it with the blackberry ice, and it tasted amazing. Like when I tell you amazing, I mean amazing. Like it was. Oh my God. It is like a perfect gamer drink because the sparkling ice is 0 calories and 0 sugar. So when you mix it with Red Bull, you're getting the caffeine. Yeah, you're chilling. Like it's not OD caffeine.
Okay.
But it's like a whole drink, and you can continuously sip on it, and it tastes amazing. So with that in mind, right? I mix ice with like so many different Red Bull flavors, and then I mixed cranberry Red Bull with cran pineapple juice.
Ooh, okay, that sounds better.
That was fire. Yeah. I still do that. Dude, it's amazing.
So you're basically saying I should sponsor you, right?
Yes,
that's 100%. Very key of them, right?
Or at the very minimum, send me some free ice.
There we go. Clip and ship. And then 2, I think the reason I took it so personal is because I'm from the South.
Okay.
And
you guys take your drinks very seriously.
It's not even drinks. We take that Canada Dry. We drink that. We don't need a sick stomach to drink that. We just drink it for breakfast.
Me too.
Drink it.
Oh, me too. I love ginger ale.
Okay. I just took offense. I was like, yo, ain't no way he just makes 2 drinks like that.
As somebody that loves ginger ale, I highly encourage you to give it a shot. Try it out, because it was really good, and I had it with Texas barbecue today.
Now he definitely did have that buddy Red Bull walkie slush because just. Anyway, I was like, I know I asked you that. I didn't even give you a time to answer, but what you been up to? What have you been up to?
Dude, I have
job, but
yes, so busy with work. Trying to find a way to go back to full-time content. So it's been a grind. Without releasing too much info, I did sign one deal. It's going to announce next week.
So you did sign a deal?
Yes, but not with a team, with a brand.
Okay.
But it's pretty big, dude. Like, it's a big deal. Like,
so listen, they can't hear it. I don't know who can hear this, but it's clapping going on. Just know I'm clapping. I know you talk about the whole studio thing. We're working that out.
I'll just DM it to you. I'll just DM you it. Okay. We don't even need to risk leaking it. I'll just DM it to you because I want to do this right. I have like a whole thing planned. Bravex from TSM, he's helping me storyboard it. So the announcement video is gonna be pretty cool.
Good. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thanks, man. It's definitely a good first step. Really good first step. And then what else do we have in the works? Man, I can't really talk about much.
That is what most people say when they get on here and they got something. You know what they say? This is how it starts every single time. They're like, man, I got like so much going on, man. I got like, it's really like things are going really good. I'm like, yeah. So what is it? Like, yeah. So like, I got this one thing.
Oh, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, I really can't talk about it. I'm like, bro, that's like somebody texting you like, yo, guess what? And you're like, what? And they just never tell you. Now you know they got something to tell you, but they won't tell you. So it's like, I don't know.
Okay, you know what? For the sake of the podcast,
don't spoil it though. Don't ruin it. You don't gotta ruin
No, I can talk a little bit about it because I've spoken about this in the past, but it's never come to fruition because I just never, never acted upon it. But I'm working on trying to drop a mouse pad. But the logistics of that is crazy because, I don't know who to talk to in China about mouse pads, right? Because I don't want to, if it's going to have my name on it, I'm not dropping a generic, like, drop ship, like, print and ship type of mouse pad. It's going to be nice. It's going to be high quality. It's going to be something that I would use.
Right.
So essentially, at the end of the day, I'm making a mouse pad for myself, and then I'm going to sell it to whoever wants it. So that's taking up a little bit of my time. It's something that, I really want to do. But it's definitely going to take a little bit of time to really get everything going and figure everything out, man, because, it's kind of like I don't know if you remember when Nate Shot first started dropping clothes with the 100 Thieves, he used to tweet about it all the time. Like, I got no idea what I'm doing. Right. So he had to go and get all the information and learn about it and all that stuff. And that's what I'm in the process of doing right now is I'm learning about different material types. And I know a lot about mouse pads. I know a lot about peripherals.
Right.
Now I got to learn everything about them. And then I got to find out the prices and logistics. And it's a lot, man.
Now, is this something you're really trying to get really passionate about as far as like being a businessman within?
Or yeah, it's something, because if I drop this, it's gonna whatever the company name is, which I'm not gonna say right now, but I have it picked out. It's not just gonna be mouse pads. Mouse pads might be like drop number 1 or season 1 or whatever you want to call that. But you're gonna have a lot more to it because at the end of the day, I want something. There has to be something other than the stream or the YouTube or the game.
Right.
So hopefully I can have multiple somethings, but this is a good start in my opinion.
The reason I asked that though is because the reason I said I'm proud of you is for the simple fact that, bro, you don't give up, and it's easy for me to give up as far as like we live in this age of like if you don't get like it now, if you don't get the numbers now, if you don't get this now, if you don't get this now, then most people will quit or they turn to go do something else. Where it's like no, I'm just gonna do this so I can have a backbone and still be able to do this and hopefully and eventually get to the point where I want to go. So. It's glad to hear you talk about that.
Thanks, man. I feel like it just depends on people's reasoning behind why they do what they do. Me, I've been streaming since 2014. So for me to just up and leave, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go do something else. That'd be so. Just think about that, man. Even forget the grind, forget the hustle, forget whatever goals I have behind me. Think about how stupid that'd be.
Yeah.
Years, like 8 years, and I get up and I'm just like, I'm gonna go do something else. What the fuck? What kind of time am I wasting?
Yeah.
Was I wasting 8 years for what?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm gonna walk away without doing something.
Yeah.
100%. So whatever that may be, I don't know yet, but I know there's something. So working towards the avenues to find out what that might be. But right now I'm in a situation. I have obligations. I need to figure that out. So, I just started brainstorming and trying to find different things, right? Like, if I start selling mouse pads, that's a revenue stream. Take a little bit of time away from work.
Yeah. Sign
this deal, right? That's a revenue stream. Take a little bit of time away from work. If a team comes in and like, yo, we'll sign you on the low. I don't mind if it's on the low. Because you work towards getting like a bigger salary or bigger numbers, whatever. But I mean, if I'm coming from making X amount of money,
right?
But I'm willing to do gaming for this amount of money. What am I filling that gap with is my motive, my passion, my motivation.
I love it.
It's not about that.
I love this a lot. You're literally. I hope you know this. You're literally giving a blueprint out to people who wants to do this, but really are finding like a hard time to. It's like. Fuck, you're like Jay-Z right now. I'm coming out with an album. Like low key, like what you're saying is like
did it with the HUD.
Yeah, you feel me? So like if you just say that, bro, it's like there's honestly no excuses. It's just like what can you do? Like
oh dude. Excuses are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? I've made my fair share of excuses, but as I've gotten multiple times I've gotten really close to really breaking a barrier or almost making it or whatever. I realized that, those excuses didn't do shit. They didn't buy me more time or make me any bread or get me anywhere. So, what's the excuses for? So now it's just like I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's like a constant train, just continuously going forward, and you know, I don't really think about like, oh, I gotta do this, why do I gotta do this? I should be doing it. You know what I mean? It's like automatic,
right?
Literally push and pee without stopping.
Yeah.
Without stopping. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I was thinking about this maybe like 2 weeks ago. I was like, damn, I'm kind of tired. Why am I tired? And I was like, damn, I did this today. I didn't think about it, not once. I was just doing it. But that's, you know, it does have a few things that go into it that some people don't really know how to master, like time management or, you know, priority assessment and stuff like that. But that comes with time, with experience, or you can take a class on it. I think time management classes are definitely worthwhile if it's a good one.
I think that's something I'm trying to get better at is definitely time management. Like what you said is like getting in that flow state of working, and then by the end of the day, I'm like, damn, I feel fulfilled inside. Like, damn, like this is a really good feeling to have, because I'm not even like, I forgot how much I just did during the day. I'm like, but by the end of it, I'm like, one, I'm tired as fuck, but two, I feel really good. It's a weird feeling.
It's a very fulfilling feeling. Like, especially when you, let's say you do 5 things in a day, just for example. If one of those 5 things was like so important to your grind, or it like helped you bypass an obstacle, or it did something that, you know, was meaningful to your goal or your accomplishments or whatever, that like the next day you're like, yo, I want to do that again. And that's kind of like the, I don't know what to call it, bro. It's like a never ending feeling, like, because like every day you're like, yo, I want to feel that again. Let me do something else. So like, you know, whether it's like if I want to get signed to a team, right? Let's say like on Monday I pulled all my Twitch stats and I like organized them in a Word doc. And I'm like, yo, that was sick. Like, what do I got to do with these numbers now? Then the next day in Photoshop, I put the numbers together in a picture, in a one-pager.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, that was sick. And then the next day I'm like, yo, the one-pager was cool. Let me make a pitch deck. So then I start working on a pitch deck, right? So then like one day I work on page 1 and I'm like, all right, dude, next day I work on page 2. And like that feeling of like getting closer.
Yeah.
That shit, dude, nothing beats that, bro. Nothing beats. I don't even think the feeling of me making it will beat those feelings of fulfillment when I'm just getting closer and closer and closer.
Yeah. That's weird. Ew. With that being said, because it's almost that time. We're not too far. February starts next week. So, man, you know, February 14th. You know what I'm saying?
I'm free, bro.
I'm single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, shit, pull up, bro. You know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? We can game together. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
You feel me?
Dude, you're in New York, right?
No, I'm in South Carolina right now.
Oh, South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you're East Coast.
But I was in New York. I miss it.
You were?
I think I'm moving to Texas. That's all the people I heard.
That's where the people are, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
okay.
Like, okay, they're in Texas and they're in LA. But, like,
okay, yeah.
People are slowly going to Texas, which sucks because so, like, if you're born and raised in a state that's not New York, Chicago, or LA,
yeah,
you would move to Texas without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck is there in all the other states?
Well, in Atlanta. You forgot Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, yes, valid.
I'm from Atlanta, my fault.
That's my bad. You're right. Atlanta is also Chicago, New York, Atlanta, and LA.
But you're right, though.
Yeah.
That's what somebody else said the other day. Like, what do the other states do? I don't know. I forgot South Dakota was a state.
Oh my god! Wow, the Dakotas.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
They don't have anything.
Yeah.
Well, they got Mount Rushmore, right, in North Dakota.
I'm not even sure. Arizona looks nice. So I want to go to Arizona.
Arizona's cool, but it's a retirement state. I go to Arizona, bro. There's mad old people everywhere.
Damn, you did not just say
everywhere. That. Oh, I did. I mean, because it is like maybe Phoenix is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I go to like Havasu, retirement city, bro. Like people's cribs they just sit there collecting dust because people either come there for vacation or people live there full time. Quiet city.
Somebody said ain't shit there. I'm guessing they're from Arizona.
Yeah, ain't shit there. I mean, dude, realistically, man, unless it's, one of the cities I listed, or, maybe Denver or, Houston, Dallas, like these cities, these are valid. They're very like, poppin', like very New York, LA type of cities, right?
Right.
But other than that, there ain't shit there, bro.
Sure.
So like, you were in New York for a little bit. I'm from SoCal. There's no way I can move to Texas. I don't think so.
No?
Bro, I don't. Bro, where I live right now, I'm an hour from Disneyland. I'm an hour from all the beaches. I'm an hour and 15 from San Diego.
Okay, yeah. You in that spot, yeah.
I'm in that spot, yeah, dude. Like anywhere I want to go, I hop in the whip. An hour drive is nothing, especially in California. Like if you're in LA, 3-hour drive is your regular. Like for me, an hour drive is nothing, bro.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. I don't mind driving it out. Like,
well, let me change that. So I'm a mutt. I'm from the city and the country. Mm-hmm. Meaning, I was born in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The little country, and I was raised in Atlanta, where everything is near you. You want to go to Walmart? You literally can walk to Walmart. You don't need need a car. You want to go to school? You can literally walk to school. Mm-hmm. In South Carolina, though, and I'm saying this because my coworkers, they be like, "Yo, you can go to the store and you should try this new thing." I'm like, "Yo, when I go to the store, it's every 2 weeks. Why? Because Walmart is an hour drive from me. Like anything is an hour drive from me. It's nothing but land, shit, and deers. Literally in that order. Just in that order. However, random talk. Let's get back to this gaming talk. Have you been playing the new Valorant? The new app? How you feeling about it?
I played like twice, 3 times maybe. I've been busy with work, bro. Like these last 3, we're like week 3 of the new act now. I've just been work, come home, and grind out all this business things. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do on my stream on Friday? The mousepad, like research. I do. What else do I do, bro?
You what kind of talk about that I do? Yeah. I mean, somebody did say. Hold up. Whole snack, valuable source. If you don't know, you're signing with Tinder. I believe that's true. What's going on there? You signing with Tinder?
Signing with Tinder. I've never used Tinder.
I'm joking. But you never used Tinder? You never used Tinder?
No. I don't use any of those websites or those apps.
Not for you. What's your thoughts on e-dating, though? I think it's going to be something big still. I'm telling you, bro. I've been... The amount of, like... Have you ever... I don't know if you've never encountered this. Listen, just hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
I don't know if higher ranked Valorant matches ever find these two, but I kid you not, bro. In the Go 3 to Plat 1 lobbies, I've probably come across maybe a dozen e-dating couples in those games, and it's like, it's annoying because the boyfriend always picks the Jet and the girlfriend always picks the Sage, and Sage is only going to hear one person, and you know who that is? It's going to be her boyfriend Jet. And guess what happens to her boyfriend when he dies? She's still not going to heal you. And so it's in my mind, it's like, yo, insta dodge. As soon as I see the 2 names, Mommy and Poppy, dodge. Like, insta dodge.
Dude, it's so sad because, like, there's nothing wrong with e-dating.
Right.
I know a lot of people, like, personal friends of mine that met online and now they live together.
Must be nice.
It's amazing. Like, it's really dope and it's very, very happy stories. But e-dating now versus e-dating before is so weird because, like, honestly, I don't even mind talking about it, bro. I have chicks will hit me up and they're like attracted to my rank or to my clips, and I'm like, do you understand how fucking weird that is? Like, I'm not, and look, no disrespect to people that like grew up online or whatever it's called, but like I'm a normal person. I didn't grow up online, all right? So I'm not fucking glued to my computer. I'm not going to think that's hot or whatever. Like, I think that shit's mad fucking weird. And I think a lot of what we see now is people that see this e-dating trend and they, like, also want that or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they, like, try to... Dude, I see so many people, like... I see dudes, like, both, like, guys and girls online. They're like e-dating somebody, next week somebody else, and it's like people they met in Valorant.
True.
Like, what
That's true. I feel like the E-Day in life is so fast because I have that same. I know this girl. She plays League of Legends, and she have a boyfriend, and then I play League with her again like next week. It's a new boyfriend. I'm like, damn, that must be nice. One, two. But also, I want to say this though. I feel like, and I had a conversation with my coworker about this. Is like, which is so funny is the people like me and you. We grew up where there wasn't no e-dating on the internet. But the crazy thing is the people who's born within it. It's like a bird. I like to use this analogy. It's like a bird born in a cage, right? It doesn't know that it can fly outside. Like it doesn't even know how much it can fly in the air, right? However, people who's born into this digital era, it's like they're gonna be real comfortable with e-dating. They're gonna be real comfortable with VR, MR, AR.
I think we also gotta realize that, I assume like people between 19 plus people can kind of understand what I mean by this. When you get to a certain point where you're forced into the real life, because everybody's forced, or most people are forced into that, you're gonna realize, what your perception of things was incorrect or weird or whatever, right? Because
sorry for my dog.
No, you good. We love your dog. We talked about this last time. But, in school, people that are weird or people that act weird or don't act normal are like bullied, right? But that doesn't matter because as you get older, you things pique your interest. And then when you get to high school, then you have groups for that. Like you find other people that also like whatever you like, right? And people stop bullying you or whatever. But then when you get out of high school and you get put into college, it's a whole nother thing. It's like nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if they, if you like this or if you think that this is right, but everybody else thinks it's wrong or whatever. Nobody gives a fuck. So I feel like people that grow up online now, especially with quarantine and stuff like that, they're gonna have their own perceptions of things and their own opinions on things and the way things work online. And as soon as you go off to college or you get a job or whatever, you're gonna be in the real world, and that's when you really learn about shit.
It's crazy.
What?
And that's true. That's hella true. You remember the guys that used to run in the hall like this? They, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is though, I believe that because think about it, gaming is not this big phenomenon. You're a gamer boy? Oh, I want you or whatever, right? It's like I feel like the new era of like what was weird then is not a new cool. Like I don't know. It's very interesting. Also, Murad said he was attracted to your Valorant clips.
Oh, awesome. No, I know what you mean, but I think we also gotta. Oh, you put it on the screen.
Put it on the screen, yeah.
I love that.
I like the PFP.
We also got to talk about, yes, culture changes, right?
Yeah.
Everything kind of moves forward, or we hope it moves forward.
Yeah.
But who is saying that like, oh, you're a gamer boy, I want you, like it's just casual settings, right? Nobody in a boardroom is gonna be like, oh, this guy was a gamer, and then everybody's gonna like, start bending over backwards for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you in a boardroom and someone's like, oh, this guy's a gamer, and they're gonna be like, get him the fuck out.
Cass says e-dating is cringe. Don't fall in the trap like me. Down, bro. Down. Okay.
I don't think e-dating is cringe. I think it's like anything, dude. Like it's not the thing. The thing itself is not cringe. It's the cringy people that do it. But I feel like cringe is the wrong word.
Gotcha.
I feel like calling people cringy and calling things cringy is just being kind of insecure of yourself, not being able to act outside the norm, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just mean that in a simple sense too, nothing too deep.
Yeah.
People that are like try to act like super serious on stream and they won't like act goofy or they won't let their chat like kind of wild out. I was like that at one point. But like I understood, like I evaluated, I understood, and I moved forward to like not be like that. Because if anything, that's cringe. Not being open to acting like yourself and letting people act like themselves. I feel like that's cringe. Because I see that on Twitter all the time. People are always like, "Oh, that's cringe. This person's cringe." And I'm just like, "What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Or why do you care?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, dude. Like, I don't care if people e-date. I don't care if people fucking have Valorant matching names and shit like that. Like, it doesn't Doesn't affect me. I'm too busy for that.
Yeah. I mean, you're in Radiant, so I don't think you get any of those. But for me, I get too many of them, and I just want to say, like, hey, I'm all down. Listen, must be nice. You know what I'm saying? You're happy. I'm happy for you. But Sage, heal me. Okay? I'm smoking. You know what I'm saying? I got to be protected. You know what I'm saying? Like, help me out.
I feel like I just got to coach you, bro. We get you out the trenches.
Get me out, man. Get me out.
We gotta get you out.
That made me so happy. Get me out.
Funny, I do free coaching for my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have documented real results. I have helped people improve in a week.
So that's. You've been competing, haven't you?
I did some like a few. Like I went to land with my friends. Nothing serious.
No.
Yeah, just with the homies.
I feel you. I know you. Are you trying to do the phase 1 thing? I think we talked.
Yeah, I think it's good exposure.
You're gonna be going heavy with that, or what? What's the?
We'll see. Like I said, like there's like a lot going on, and so I just want to make sure that every move that I make is beneficial to the next, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna go for phase 1, but how heavy I go for it depends on the next 2 weeks. How the next 2 weeks go.
I think you're talking like somebody who's been doing this for a while. Honestly, you've kind of done a lot of stuff before, and you kind of know how it goes. So you're not just trying to make sure. I guess you're in that stage of like, what matters long term, or like what's gonna really serve me in this moment, type thing, right?
Honestly, I just don't want to waste another opportunity, man. There's been way too many times where I just thought I knew what was going on, and I was trying to just do it my way, and I was like, yo, it's gonna work, and then it didn't work. And I like talking about it because I've failed multiple times. I've gotten really close multiple times. And if I don't move on and grow from that, if I just keep trying to do the same thing, then I'm wasting my own time. I mean, I'm 22. Like, I could drop this gaming stuff and go work full time and live a very comfortable, happy life. But I love this shit. So this time I want to do it correctly. I want to do it methodically. And fortunately, I have some amazing people in the back end just helping me out, bro. Constant advice, always looking out, sending me opportunities. Like Moaz in the chat, you look at our DMs, bro. This guy DMs me every single thing that could benefit me or could be an opportunity for me. He DMs it to me on Twitter.
Yeah, shout out to Moaz.
He texts it to me. Yeah, shout out to him, bro. Or like Eamon Holschneck, he's in the chat too. Like he always will give me ideas, or he'll send me stuff, or he'll offer to he offered to edit some of my. I'm not gonna talk about what, but he was offering to edit something that I wanted to work on. So I have really, really amazing people helping me out along the way too. Like I think I said this last time, but I say this on stream a lot. Like no one does it alone, bro. I didn't do it. We did it. We did it. I didn't build a community. We built a community. Without the people, without my friends, there would be nothing.
I love you, man. That's facts. That's facts. People can say they did anything alone. People, streamers can say, none of my friends support. No. Somebody. So there's always somebody there, regardless.
100%, bro. Nobody does it. It just. How you got 1 million followers and you did it by yourself? you make 1 million accounts to follow yourself?
Imagine, right?
Right.
That is true.
You got 5,000 viewers and you did it by yourself. You all 5,000 of those people?
Yeah.
How you get 200,000 views in an hour on your YouTube video? You said you did it by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you edited a video. That's cool. I can edit a video too.
Yeah.
But who showed up to those 200,000 views? Those 200,000 people did.
Yeah. I think Nick Merckx is doing it. Probably one of my favorite who does it a little bit, as far as the way he is doing it right now is it's insane. It's really insane.
Nick Merckx is different, bro. There's two people that I want to be like. Nick Merckx and Trainwrecks. Nick Merckx because he's real and he hustles like nobody else. And he don't take no shit.
Yeah.
Trainwrecks because that's probably the most authentic, transparent community online, period.
Yeah.
You know the way I interact with people. You know the way I tweet. It's just like that, bro. No bullshit.
I have a question though.
What's up?
I think last time we also talked about anime. Did we talk about anime? I think we did.
Yeah, you asked me what animes I watched.
Now, listen, man. Attack on Titan's out. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Have you been? I know you've been busy.
You gonna like this. You gonna like the sound of this.
What's up?
2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Attack on Titan episode number 1, Monday evening.
Ooh.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Attack on Titan episode 75, Thursday evening.
Uh-huh.
Binge that whole motherfucking 3 days, 2.5 days.
So you're caught up.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
So have you been watching the final seasons?
Crazy.
So where do you rank it? Yeah, let's
Where do I rank AOT?
Yeah.
Dude, I think AOT top 5. I think AOT's top 5. Now look. Actually, I think AOT top 10.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of really good shonen animes. Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
There's a lot of really, really good. Because like if I put AOT in top 10, where does that place everything else? Because you got like just off the bat, just off the dome, right?
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, Tokyo Revengers, One Punch Man. You know what I mean? Like that's already 4.
Yeah.
Right? So to put AOT at 5, AOT top 10.
Yeah.
AOT's top 10.
Respectfully, yeah.
Yeah, respectfully. Because like you gotta give credit to the OGs. And I mean, I know I'm new to anime, I'm only like 2 years deep, 3 years deep. That's 2 years deep now. But I've watched a lot.
Yeah.
Right? And there is some really, really good animes out there. But AOT, the story writing is amazing.
Yeah.
After what we got, like 10 episodes left, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got like 10
I don't know how they're gonna tell this last piece in 10, but
Mappa said it's gonna be different from the manga.
Right. And I was excited about that. I was gonna tweet it out, but I didn't want to get backlash. But I actually do want it to be different from the manga.
I think it's healthy. I think it's nice that it's different from the manga for the mere fact that we have the story written one way already. We know what happens.
Yeah.
Right? And it's so some dickhead in Valorant actually spoiled the ending for me. So I'm not gonna say it because I'm not a douchebag.
Sorry.
But it's cool. I don't mind spoilers, but like the fact that someone did it on purpose was kind of like an asshole move.
Yeah.
But I think yes, it would be cool to have that animated, but we already have it drawn, amazing art style in the manga. It's there to be read. We should have something different animated.
I agree.
We'll have 2 different endings. You know, if you love the manga, you love the manga ending. You already got your ending. There you go.
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
Now, anime watchers, especially anime only watchers, get a different ending. Or well, I guess not anime only watchers, but manga readers and anime people that do both now have a different alternative ending, which I think is pretty cool.
Spoilers are the worst. You want to say entire experience? Yeah, I would say so. Because I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Attack on Titans, and I probably won't watch the one that comes out on Sunday for the pure fact that I'm at the point in anime where the last season actually gives me anxiety when I'm watching it because they know what they're doing with like the trailers and how much they want to give you in each episode, and so it's like I'm literally sitting here like, damn. I'm like, Aaron, be careful, like Mikasa. I'm like literally sitting here scared, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait until they're done. I'm not gonna see any spoilers. Everything's muted on Twitter, TikTok, everything. So then I'm
not gonna lie, bro. Stop torturing yourself. Go watch the last 2, bro. They were crazy.
I know.
Were actually crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But I can tell you this.
Demon Slayer.
No, I'm not. So, I started binging like a few different animes, and when I heard Demon Slayer came out, like I intended to watch it, but I ended up working, and then I think when Demon Slayer first came out, I was actually doing like a daily stream, so I was like just busy, right. And then once I got time to watch anime again, like after I stepped back and started working more, I looked on Crunchyroll and I was like, whoa, okay, they added the movie. Wait, but this season is named after the movie. So what is this season? It's named after the movie. And then I saw that after that there was another season. I was like,
right,
what is this? And then I have really bad ADHD, so even something as simple as that was just like so much information. I just closed Crunchyroll and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at it later.
Yeah.
So fortunately, someone explained it all to me, and I found out that the tab that says the movie and then the season after that is actually episodes before they get on the train, and then it's the movie but in episodes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then after that is season 2. So I'm almost there. I just watched the first episode of the season that was named after the movie. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting like the backstory. And then I think I have like 2 episodes. And then it becomes the movie, but in episode form. So I'm going to watch like 2 more. And then I start the second season. So I'm excited. I've heard lots of good things. And thankfully, no one spoiled anything. But I heard it gets crazy.
Yeah. Something I do want to talk about, though, AHAD, is something I've been asking all my recent guests. Because January's been going slow as fuck, I've realized. Mm-hmm. But what is the plan? What is the vision? Because I want to be able to have these by the end of the year and see like just where everybody's at. It's like, what's the vision for you, AHAD? What is like the progress goal?
So kind of just like a roadmap. What do I got in mind?
Yeah, your manifestation also, if you believe in that.
I do. I think manifestation and belief kind of go hand in hand with like, you know, working hard and working towards your goals. From now for this year, right now, so I haven't really thought too much super long term, but I kind of know what I want to do or what I want to achieve in the next, 3 months, 4 months. I want to stop working again. I want to establish like these revenue streams for myself so I can continue to focus on content. Right. I think that's something that's super important because I could like take another break and just like go off my savings or whatever. But like there's obligations that I need to fulfill. So I want to make sure that I can do that. Right. So I think establishing these revenue streams with the ideas that I have and like the mousepad, that's one of them. But actually bringing these to fruition and starting these, that's something that I want to accomplish in the next few months. And I definitely want to either get on a team or something, dude. Like I'm not.
I want to talk about that. What team do you really have in mind? Do you have a preferred? I know any team. Okay.
Anybody that it comes down to just a few factors. Like one, I want if you're gonna pick me up to your team, I want you to want me for me. Like I want you to not censor what I say. And I don't want you to try to turn me into some copy-paste content creator because I want to do things my way. Right. When it really comes down to like, not like the how do I explain this? I want to make content my way. That's the best way. Gotcha. I want to make sure I word it my way. I get the point across my way. So it's as if you are talking to me or I'm telling you something. That's the way I want my content to be perceived. I don't want it to be like up in the air, like, oh, this guy's a content creator, but the way he talks is the same way as X, Y, and Z. Right.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying.
So I want to be able to bring the authenticity, and I don't want it to be censored or shaped by somebody else in the back end. Number 2, I want it to be something. I want it to be somewhere where I can be there long term, bro. I don't want to join a team for 3 months. Leave and then start, go to a different team for like 4 months, leave, or whatever. Like I hate that shit. I feel like you establish a better audience and a better connection with your people when you are, in a team or with a brand or building your brand for, a very stable amount of time.
Right.
You jumping around just, not only does it make it seem like you're not serious, but it also makes people think like, oh, this guy got kicked from his team, but he said he left. So something's wrong with him. Like, let's not support him. Or like, dude, when people tweet that, oh, I left so-and-so on good terms, every single group chat I'm in blows up. People just, oh, dude, I bet this guy's going to get canceled. I bet that's why they let him go. Or like,
really?
Oh, I bet this guy did so and so. Like he seems like the type. And I'm like, why do you guys care? Like, why are you guys having this conversation? Like, dude, I can't even put into words how much I hate that. Like speculation, that gossip, like that shit, horrible, bro. Like you want to talk
assumptions. Yeah.
Bro. Like you think all this shit about this guy. Why don't you go reply it under his tweet?
Yeah.
Go do that.
Have some healthy dialogue.
Yeah, like why the fuck are you putting this guy's leaving so and so tweet in the fucking group chat and then talking about it with everybody else? Why the fuck do you all not have like other shit to do?
Right.
I mean, obviously not, right? But so that's like one of those small things. But I definitely just want to make sure I find a home, place where everybody fucks with me, I fuck with them, and it's a place for me to grow a platform, flourish, accomplish my goals. Really just have like a support system, because I feel like, some content creators do blow up without getting on a team and stuff, but I feel like out of all the variables, out of all the options that I have, I think growing up the platform independent is gonna take a very long time, especially nowadays with how many streamers there are, how many obstacles there are, how much gatekeeping there is. I feel like growing independent is very difficult.
It's interesting you say that. And I like that you said that, because you're right. There is a lot of, it's not everybody's competition, but basically that's what it is. There's a lot of players, right? There's basically just a lot of players. And something I've been having a thought about is, do content creators even need to sign to orgs? And every time I ask myself that, I'm like, I guess the question wouldn't be asked to like emerging content creators, but for like big content creators like, I guess, Myths and Miss Kivs and Ludwigs, I don't get the point in signing to an org when you can do the same thing that the org is doing, as i.e. OTF or OTK, like kind of starting up like a friends group, which it turns into like a business, I guess. But I don't know. As things get decentralized.
So is your question, why do they do it?
No, not why, but like, what are your thoughts on like just content creators joining orgs? Like, would you?
I think it's really healthy because, I mean for them, because you have big content creators that join orgs. Why do they join orgs? Because there's a bag.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like okay, Drake owns a portion of 100 Thieves.
Right.
That's money because he invested. They also have a Section B investments. That's like 25 mil or whatever, and that's like one of many things that they have going on in the back to fund them. That's one example. I don't actually remember. Oh, Shaq owns NRG, or a portion of it.
Yeah.
And another sports athlete, I think. But who doesn't want to be affiliated with Shaquille O'Neal or Drake or LeBron James or Hot Pockets? Because, when you sign with these orgs, not only are they paying you a ridiculously stupid amount of money, you're affiliate. Like, dude.
Ooh. Okay. Now I'm glad you said that, because I'm glad you said it, because I've never really thought about it. I have thought about it, but not right there. Because in my mind, it's always like, bro, they're already getting paid money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure they're getting big checks from either TikTok. Even though I've been hearing recently TikTok isn't really paying that much. However, they're getting paid from TikTok. They're getting paid from YouTube. They're getting their Twitch channel and stuff like that. And if they have a team behind them who handles kind of like their brand deals, okay, they're getting even more extra checks. So it goes like, okay, and then in my mind it's like, okay, so why even sign to an org if you could do all that by yourself? But simply off of what you just said is like, there's other things tied to orgs, as in Energy, Hot Pockets, Shaq, Drake, and so
because I mean, like just using the Fortnite guys as an example, like Daquan, Hamlin's Myth could have 100% left with a TSM and made their own thing and made it really big, right? But these guys are content creators. They're not, business admins or CEOs or whatever. I'm not sure about their experience or education level, but they play video games, man. They're not there to run a business. I mean, not everybody is, at least. So for them to have some team be like, yo, there's a contract. In this contract, you're getting paid very handsomely every month. Along with that, you get a bonus at the end of the year. And you get money from all of these brands that are affiliated with us. Not only that, but having these letters in front of your name now gives you more authenticity on your brand. So now other creators also want to connect with you. Other brands want to connect with you directly. So it opens like this whole pathway. Now, yes, as an independent, of course, you can get brand deals and and connect with other creators and stuff like that. But it becomes a lot harder. It becomes a lot more hoops that you have to jump through, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Daquan thing, though? I know you just brought up the whole Doom House.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing just... All right, look, man. I used to stream from a laptop when we had 6 upload speed. I don't know what issues a multi-million-dollar content house could have for someone to not even upload a video once a week. I know people personally that used to upload their COD montages off of McDonald's Wi-Fi after school. On their laptop, they would hold the file. On their way home from school, they would stop at McDonald's, they would connect to the Wi-Fi, and they would upload it to YouTube. So then when they got home and they can connect to their shit Wi-Fi, they can do all the, the title, the tags, the thumbnail, blah, 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 blah.
All
right. Excuse me. So when it comes to a multi-million-dollar content house, I can't really imagine what issues they could be having that's stopping them from the most basic. The most basic of content.
Yeah.
I really don't know. They should have had me in there, bro. I'd have been streaming on the daily.
I was saying, like,
with lag.
I'm actually really excited. All I'm gonna say is though, bro, you're a dog. Like you're a hustler. When I say that, right?
I'm a bad chaser.
Yeah. So once that moment happens, I literally am gonna say in my head, GG easy. Like not GG easy, but GG like I can. It's gonna once that org signs you and you make this little thing and you announce it, I can be like, okay, yes, he's about to take off like a rocket because you know what I'm saying, like
100%. You know, I'm glad you said that because I do think that once I'm like given a platform, I will just take off.
Yeah.
Because how do I put this? Like, I think the reason an org hasn't picked me up, it's not really because of like the lack of content. I think one is the lack of numbers, and two is the lack of like what they're seeing. Because like I said earlier, I have really bad ADHD. So one thing I've come to realize is the way I type is the way that I think.
Gotcha.
So when people read stuff, you're not getting this, like the way I like laugh in between my sentences or like, lean in to talk about a specific point or whatever, right? You don't get the emotion behind it.
The nuance and stuff, yeah.
Exactly. But I do think that once an org realizes or sees the potential in how I do things and the way I interact and stuff like that, I think I'll definitely take off, and it'll be so easy. It'll be so fast. Like I know this.
Yeah. I can hear it in your tone. Also, I just see it, bro. You don't gotta tell. Listen, man. Not to toot my own horn, but you don't gotta tell a dog when there's another dog in town. And you're not even a dog, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You're like a fucking wolf or something. Like right now, that's what I'm saying. Like when you announce that you get a job and stuff like that, I'm like, I just know one, it made me sad. I'm gonna be honest with you, it did make me sad because I was like, I hope it's not like the end. Like I hope this isn't like the end of anything. But then you're still streaming. I'm like, okay, we're good and stuff like that.
I would not let. Okay, so just to touch on it a little bit, I don't like giving details about what's going on.
Right.
In the back end to online, but it's not like a small thing. It's not a minor inconvenience. It's definitely something serious, which is why I had to step away. But I wasn't gonna let something that wasn't killing me make me stop what I love. Like I'm not dying, so I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I definitely just had to step back, reevaluate, come back. So just step by step, and hopefully we can kick it back into full gear when the time comes.
Yeah, I love that. I don't want to end here because somebody did put something that I think would be a good, conversation in there because we was talking about it earlier. Hello, Alex. I feel like you could fill those gaps though if you put yourself in conversation with the right people. Don't you think that signing a contract can also can also just be as detrimental depending on what's in the contract and also being tied to a brand name? I guess so, right? But
yeah. So it's a 2-part question.
Yeah.
How can I fill the gaps?
Well, no, it was a 1-part question actually.
Oh, okay.
But they're basically saying that when you sign a deal, it can also be detrimental to like depending on what's in the contract and what's tied to that brand's name.
Oh, yeah. You know, I think you're right that there's pros and cons to everything.
Right.
But signing to a brand name on a contract basis, yes, you're right. It might bring in bread, but it also might bring in like obstacles or censoring or whatever. But I think when you're given an opportunity, you definitely take it so you can build onto or build towards what you really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of goes back to the basic principle that most people learn when they're mature. It's like you always got to do. You will always have to do things that you don't want to do. People that go around thinking like they only do what they want to do, that's childish behavior. You're a child. That's not mature. You're not hard. So I think because there will always be things that you have to do, even though you don't want to do them. I think when you're given an opportunity that is big enough, you bite the bullet, you work hard, you fulfill your obligations. Because I mean, look, in gaming, no one's going to give me some contract that's going to be like, oh, you got to walk around Walmart wearing a clown suit twice a week, and then we won't pay you bread. The worst that's going to happen is they're going to give me hours. So hours, video quotas, TikTok quotas, whatever, deliverables.
Right.
Which will be obligations that I need to fulfill, which will be no different than what I'm doing now, fulfilling obligations that I have. And then after you fulfill your obligations, that's free range. Then you start doing, you got a video idea, you want to do a podcast, you want to do this, you want to start a clothing, whatever it is, you start doing it. Because what people don't realize is when you get a contract, bro, you got a job.
Right.
It's not a 9 to 5, but it's a job. So you got to make sure that you do all that shit. So then you can do what you want to do.
Love that. Basically saying you're always going to do dirty work. There's always going to be the mud is always going to be there when it rains. So, sheesh.
Everybody's got to eat shit, bro. It just depends, like, how much shit are you eating and how badly do you want it.
Yeah. I had to learn that. I had to check myself. I'm like, bro, who the fuck? Who do I think I am? I'm gonna have to eat this. Fuck. Like, either I don't or I go without, and guess what? I ain't gonna have what I have. So,
exactly.
I'm gonna go through it. And word to Kratos, because I know you're playing God of War.
Yes, sir.
Kratos says this. You gotta go through it. Tells the boy Atreus, who's his son, they go through it. Why?
Because gotta keep moving forward.
Right. You gotta beat one obstacle to know what to do for the next obstacle. Because if you avoid it, you're never gonna beat it. So, I'm glad that you said that.
100%, man.
But it's just fun. It was nice having you on again. And when you get signed, I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen, and this I'm saying this on the pod. I'm not saying that after.
On the pod.
When AHAD gets signed, and this is not the first podcast he gets on before or after.
I promise. I'm the pod. I promise. No, I promise. I'm saying it right now. I promise that when I get signed, and I have the green light to make it public.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
I will hit your line. We will set up a time. You'll be the first anything aside from my personal channels that will put out AHAD content as a signed man.
So that's. I'm actually really excited.
Now I can't control if George Geddes puts out an article or something, or somebody tries to leak it, but you will be the first person that I hit up. I'll be like, let's do this.
So I got the AHAD approval. That's all that matters. When you got a man, when he has a 1-of-1 I am esports, that is all that matters. To be honest with me, I'm gonna be honest. That is what
I am esports, bro.
And you can't lose that hat, by the way. I'm so serious right now. You can't.
I don't take it out the crib.
Okay. It looks clean. I was about to say, it looks clean as well. It looks like you just got it today, type shit.
It's a little dusty here because I put it on my shelf, but it don't leave literally, I'll wear it on stream and stuff. It does not leave the crib. No, sir.
Say less. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure pretty much all these people are yours. However, where can everybody follow you? Listeners, just listening.
AHAD on Twitter. AHAD.
He's OG.
You know where to find you, ladies. twitch.tv/AHAD. I don't really have a schedule right now, but I'm trying to just do Fridays. Like here in 2 hours, I'm going to be live, and we're gonna try to have some fun. Let's think. AHADify on Instagram and AHADify on TikTok. And then if anybody sees this clip and can get me AHAD on Instagram or TikTok, please let me know. I'll give you the Gok two-handed 360 turbo boba stuck in the straw from behind, upside down, in reverse.
Damn, okay? I ain't heard that before.
I'm gonna start making new moves up, bro, just to get those ads because I need that.
No, I feel you. Without further ado, it was a pleasure having you on a podcast. For everybody who's still here, listen, I appreciate you guys here. That's a little kiss. Listen, you guys are the only people who's listening and watching who got a kiss from me. That's rare. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys have a great night. We're going to be live next Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another guest on Inside the Screen. And hope you guys have a great weekend, night, day, wherever you are. And then see you guys next time.
I really do see it happening one day, man. Like dead ass, bro. And like I know like those Twitch banners that you see at TwitchCon, bro, with the huge like fucking streamers on there, like Nick Mergs and like all these different people, bro. Like I see myself on that banner one day, bro. I don't give a fuck how long it's gonna take, right? It could take 10 years, it could take 5.